Hey there YouTube, this is my entry into TimberNewtype's model kit contest. This is my custom Johnny Ridden blue Duel. Now this is it as its dual form, just regular dual. Take the weapons out of his hands. I did paint up the weapons. The bazooka here I got from the GM powered model kit I had. I'm going to completely scrap that kit, do something with it, I don't know yet. But I figured might as well do something with the bazooka, and it can like just fit into his hand. So I painted it up and gave it to him. I didn't do that great of a job on the bazooka itself because I'm not entirely good with hand paints, but he's not really going to be using it anyway. He also has the dual gun, the dual beam rifle. I painted some parts on that. I even made a metallic red scope on both. And how I did that was I took some titanium silver, coated over the scope, then I took some clear red and coated over that. This is all Tamiya. All the colors here you see are what I used. Krylon Brilliant Silver, Brilliant Gold, Ruddy Brown Primer for the red parts, Satin Burgundy, Satin Black, Gloss Banner Red, Gray Primer for the black parts, and the Tamiya paints I used: black, gunmetal, love that one, clear yellow, you see what those were used for later, titanium gold on some pieces, titanium silver, clear red, and that's essentially it. Now then, as you can see the differences I've made to it. I've done the main color scheme in the red colors, as is tradition with Johnny Ridden. I got the banner red on the arms. I stuck a random Xeon decal on there. Some of the burgundy on this. Let me see if you can get that better picture. Maybe that will help. There we go. Okay, so I got some burgundy right here, like on the skirt armor, on the torso, and on the arms I used banner red. You see where I used all the black parts. I like the way it came out. Black on the backpack, that's silver thrusters. I painted the beam sabers gunmetal, but I left the very tips of them unpainted so they will fit into the backpack and the leg pieces later. The forehead, the V-fin, I coated with brilliant silver, and then I put clear yellow on top of it to make it this nice metallic yellow. The shoulder spikes are just the brilliant gold, and that's essentially it for his main color scheme. Now then, to show you what I did with the other parts, the armor parts. Just slap those on him real quick. He'll be right back. Now then, while you wait, just tell you some of the things I did about this. Okay, what I did was I took all the armor parts, I coated them in a brilliant gold, and then I coated them in a clear Tamiya yellow. I got the idea from the Hyakushiki and the Akatsuki because they have that badass beam deflecting gold parts. So I wanted something like that, but I didn't want it directly on the suit because I wanted it to be able to tell what the suit is based off of itself. So in my little fantasy world, the golden parts were an afterthought after the Johnny Ridden custom Duel was made. And, well, essentially, they were just added later on after the technology for the whole, what do you call it, beam deflection thing was found out in the seed world. And that's essentially why I chose to do this to it. Almost done. Yeah, I know this is taking a while. I'm not going to cut this though because I'm lazy. And I just don't feel like doing it. Deal. But I really do like the way this turned out. I couldn't be happier with this than I already am. So, you know, all that goodness. This is leftover. That's a shield bit. It's a bit from the shield. And I hope you like how this all turned out, because it was actually quite time consuming. And even working on it like all day during my days off from work, I just barely got this thing done. And this is the outcome. This is Johnny Ridden's Blue Duel Gundam, outfitted with the beam deflecting armor parts. Yeah, I like how that turned out. Like I said, I coated all the parts in Krylon Brilliant Gold, and then I painted them over with the clear yellow to make it really nice and metallic looking. I think it turned out pretty well. I just love the way it looks. I left the shield though like that. Probably should have painted it the same color as this, but I'm not sweating over it, you know. He still does have his guns. I painted those as well. And since these are going to be his primary weapons in this mode, the other two guns, the bazooka and the dual rifle, are essentially useless now. I even tried painting up the rifle that's on the shield a little bit. Not much, but I put gunmetal all over it. But yeah, that's essentially my Duel Gundam. My Johnny Ridden's Duel Gundam. And one other thing I did to it was I took one of the beam sabers, one of the effect parts. This is a normal beam saber. See how it's translucent pink? I painted mine with clear red to make it this like deep clear blood red color. I don't know what that was. So he can wield it as well, and it just looks awesome. I'm bringing a stand here. I don't have any extra action bases, so I'm just going to use a random Revoltech stand I have on the side. Fits perfectly well. So yeah, that's my entry. I hope you liked it. And well, that's about it for now. Let me see if I can't get some pictures of this thing up somewhere or something. I don't know. If I'm not lazy, which I am, so that's about it. Thank you, and hope you liked it for like the 100th time already. I'm very repetitive on my words. Bye now.